In two major setbacks for the Aam Aadmi Party when it comes to the Liquorgate saga, which has exploded yet again, and the ED heat continues on the Aam Aadmi Party, including the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who's the national convener of this party. A Delhi court today issued summons to Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi Chief Minister, to appear before it on February 17. Remember that the Enforcement Directorate had knocked the doors of Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, alleging that Arvind Kejriwal is deliberately disobeying these summons and is not appearing before the agency, which is in violation of Section 50 of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. Now, this is the detailed court order, and if we take you through this particular order very clearly and categorically, there are scathing observations that have been made, and I read in quote, "Now to unearth the role of others, including that of the proposed accused, and to trace further proceeds of crime, the investigation officer sought to examine the proposed accused for the purposes of investigation and summoned him in exercise of his power. However, the proposed accused is the national convener as well as the member of the National Executive Committee of AAP. The court goes on to detail down the 4 summons that were issued to Arvind Kejriwal and how he had skipped those summons. Remember, the court noted that all these summons were duly served, despite which the respondent or the proposed accused, that is Arvind Kejriwal, did not appear before the investigation agency. In fact, the investigation agency, that is the Enforcement Directorate, the federal probe agency, also told the court that these summons were termed as unjustifiable in law inter alia for their failure to disclose the capacity in which the respondent was being called in as a witness or a suspect. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate went on to explain that under the scheme of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, that is the PMLA, which is with regards to the money laundering offences, the investigation officer is not required to disclose the capacity under which a person is being summoned, and at this stage of investigation, which is at a very nascent stage. This big setback has come in to the Delhi Chief Minister, along with another shocker for the Aam Aadmi Party, wherein the Delhi High Court has turned down the bail plea of jailed AAP MP Sanjay Singh, and very categorically noting that there is no ground of bail that is made out at this point of time in the Liquorgate saga, and detailing down the various statements of protected witnesses and approvers which lead on to believe that Sanjay Singh had received a particular amount of bribe and in fact had also used it for his own personal purposes, and this was said by the Enforcement Directorate in its reply before the Delhi High Court. Taking in all of those submissions, the High Court today pronounced its order on an application filed by Sanjay Singh challenging a trial court order which had already denied him bail. This was the second forum on which Sanjay Singh had knocked the doors of the Delhi High Court, and from here as well, he has to go undisclosed, he has to go with these doors closed and no relief coming in for the jailed AAP MP as well. The troubles for the Aam Aadmi Party, the legal troubles and the legal battles are yet increasing. However, no relief is coming in for the Aam Aadmi Party, and only setbacks are coming in, at least if today is talked about.